Hello everyone and welcome to County Perspective. This show focuses on Frederick County government, local programs and events, and the Frederick County community. I'm your host Brandon Rosa and thank you for joining me. Now let's begin this episode with our top news stories. Frederick County Executive Jessica Fitzwater announced the revitalization of the Business and Industry Cabinet. She made the announcement at the Close of Business Appreciation Week on November 1st. Restoring this advisory board was a key recommendation from the community-led transition team. Frederick County residents are encouraged to apply for a seat on the cabinet to help shape the future by sharing expertise on issues from the environment to county planning. Applications are due by November 22nd. More details are available at frederickcountymd.gov/boards. Maryland Energy Administration Director Paul Pinsky and Frederick County Executive Jessica Fitzwater announced $3.4 million in grants to support Frederick County's energy goals. The funding, awarded to the Division of Energy and Environment, will back projects reducing carbon emissions, promoting clean energy, and advancing sustainable practices. Key projects include electric vehicle fleet additions, such as one of the first electric fire trucks on the East Coast, and the Power Saver Retrofits program, which provides energy upgrades for low to moderate income homes. Funding will also establish a solar microgrid to support essential facilities. For details, visit frederickcountymd.gov/DEE. Frederick County celebrated its dedicated employees at the annual Employee Service Awards ceremony held at the Brunswick Volunteer Fire Department. Dozens of hardworking staff members from across all county divisions were honored for their years of commitment, ranging from 10 to 40 years of service. A special tribute was given to Joyce Grossnickel, who is retiring after 40 years of exceptional service. Hired as a recording secretary for the Board of County Commissioners in 1984, Joyce's career culminated in her role as administrative officer, where she has been a trusted leader and an invaluable asset.
I wouldn't have stayed this long if I didn't really enjoy being a public servant. I really like answering phone calls from the public and trying to help them solve their problems, whether it's something I can solve within my office or if I need to transfer them to another division. I feel at the end of the day, when I've been able to help even just one person, it makes my day. And I just feel like there was no better occupation that I wanted to be in, but being in public service.
County officials express gratitude for the loyalty and determination of all employees whose work helps make Frederick County an exceptional place to live and work. Thank you to all for your unwavering service to Frederick County. Maybe you've heard people say that Frederick County Division of Solid Waste and Recycling doesn't partake in recycling. Or maybe you've hauled trash to the transfer station and thought waste and recycling were thrown together. FCG-TV set out to find out the truth in a segment we're calling MythDumpers. Let's find out if this rumor is really true or not.
On this episode of Integrated Waste MythDumpers.
A friend of mine whose brother goes to the landfill every so often told me that they landfill recycling and the garbage together in Frederick County.
We've heard this one a lot, but is it true? We'll find out over the course of this episode of MythDumpers. I'm here with Nick from the Division of Solid Waste and Recycling here in Frederick County. Nick, how are you doing?
I'm all right, yourself?
Good. There's a rumor that's going around that all recycling is landfilled.
We can see how it looks that way, but our transfer station has two separate chutes. Chute 1 and the right side of the station are for municipal solid waste, construction, and demolition waste. Chute 2 can be used for trash, but is mostly used for recycling. So recycling is always separated, but you can tell the difference by how fluffy it looks. Just like trash, recycling is also pushed into a waiting truck. Once filled, trash trucks head west and recycling trucks head east.
Chute 1, chute 2, that's it?
That's it.
Myth dumped?
Yes, sir.
I've got the crew for the whole day. What am I going to do? Operations at our Reichsford Road transfer station shouldn't be a mystery. Visit the Division of Solid Waste and Recycling's website and social media for information and resources on all our programs and how they operate.
Well, now we know Frederick County does have an active recycling program. And speaking of recycling, remember, used pizza boxes are not recyclable. The grease soaked in the box from the pizza sabotages the box, so the cardboard can't be recycled. Well, it's time for a short commercial break, but don't change the channel because we have much more to cover in this episode of County Perspective. Welcome back to County Perspective. I'm your host, Brandon Rosa. Coming up, we'll find out who Transit awarded 2024 Driver of the Year. But before we do that, let's see who our adorable Pet of the Week is this time.
His muzzle may be graying, but Evan still has plenty of energy and even more love to give. He's equal parts playful zoomy monster and cuddly couch potato. Evan is eager to please and treat motivated, so he's easy to train. Due to his poor vision, nighttime can be tough for him. A home with a consistent routine would make it less scary. Evan is best suited as an only pet in a family with older teens and adults. To learn more about Evan and our adoption process, call Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center at 301-600-1546.
Each year, Frederick County Transit Services awards 2 staff members with the Honorable Driver of the Year award. I was able to speak with these awesome drivers to find out how they've earned this award. Let's hear what they had to say. Frederick County Transit Services is comprised of a multitude of professional drivers that deliver top-of-the-line service that entails on-time passenger pickups and safe driving. Once a year, Transit appoints 2 drivers for the prestigious Driver of the Year award. 1 driver out of 10 nominees receives an award from the fixed route position, and another driver out of 10 nominees receives an award in the paratransit position. In August of 2024, Karen Stottlemyre and Joseph Asamoah were awarded Driver of the Year.
I had no idea until the day they actually gave me the award. I was called into a meeting. I went in and they called my name for Paratransit Driver of the Year. I was really overwhelmed when I got the award. My children actually threw a little picnic for me, congratulated me for my award.
I found out my name was on the list of a lot of people. They picked like 20. I found out my name was on it. I was promoted, so I thought I was out of that competition. I didn't know they're still going to keep it because I was a driver then. So when they came to the meeting, they were asking, where is he, where is he? So I didn't know why they were waiting for me. So when I came and then they said, you the winner of the award, and I was surprised for real. I felt so comfortable and I felt so happy that everything paid off. And then I said to them, yeah, I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I got the Driver of the Year and I got promoted to be the supervisor.
Karen and Joe are no longer drivers. They've recently been promoted. Karen, who has been with Transit for 8 years, earned her award as a paratransit driver, and Joe, a 2-year employee with Transit, earned his award as a fixed route driver.
I recently got the administrative specialist position. Up until August, I was a paratransit driver. Paratransit is a curb-to-curb on-demand service, so they call and schedule an appointment, and it's basically for seniors and people with disabilities. Then we go to their house and we pick them up. If they have a wheelchair, we load them on the wheelchair lift and secure the chair and secure them. And then we take them where they need to go.
Yes, I was promoted. I've been a transit driver 2 years ago when I joined this company, and it's been good. But I'm now a supervisor. I started here in a PM, as a PM operator. I started from like 1:30 to 10:30, and then I got changed to do the AM, and that one you have to be at 5 to like 2. Then you are done for your route. 2:30 you're done, and sometimes they call me to the office to do a floating. A floater is you come here if somebody calls out, somebody have emergency, you got to fill it in for them, and then you can take a bus out when something is broke down or something like that.
Loving your job is one way to earn Driver of the Year, but going that extra mile is the greatest way to earn the award.
Mostly, from what I understand, other drivers that you've helped out over time. They might nominate you for it, so people in here, and also people who call in and compliment you or write letters in thanking you for doing a good job. I enjoyed driving around and picking people up and helping people out. You had a sense of accomplishment when you help somebody get out who doesn't have any other way. That's what I was doing my job, trying to help people as best I could. Even move their trash cans back to their house so I could get in their driveway and pick them up, or stop and get their mail while we were going into their driveway, or help them carry their groceries. But I feel like now that I'm also helping people with helping them get their applications in and stuff like that. So I'm still helping, but if something happened and I wanted to drive again, I'm sure I could.
If you do your job, I think you get recognized. I report on time, I don't call out. You can tell I dress neat. I'm always cleaning my bus. I do the things that they ask me to do. I stay with the confines of the company's policies. Like they ask you to stay a little longer, or somebody is not coming in early, they have an emergency, would you stay? Stuff like that. Yeah, I go the extra mile. It's a good job to meet new people and hear their stories sometimes, and then you know the people you pick up every day. If you live in a community and you're a driver, it's not always being a driver. You just have to know what is around you, and I enjoy doing it.
We've made it to the part in the show where we see what activities county divisions and departments are hosting in the next few weeks in this episode's calendar of events. Now, to find out more about future events and activities, just visit frederickcountymd.gov. Now we're coming to the end of County Perspective, but before we go, I want to share some upcoming news with you. On Wednesday, December 4th, County Executive Jessica Fitzwater and staff from the Frederick County Budget Office will be hosting the annual budget public hearing. This year, the public hearing is being held at the Prospect Center, located off of Himes Avenue. The meeting starts at 7 p.m. and doors open at 6 p.m. This meeting gives residents the opportunity to voice their opinions on Frederick County government's 2026 fiscal year budget to better shape the county. To find out more about the 2026 fiscal year budget, just visit frederickcountymd.gov/budget. If you can't make it to the event, tune in live on FCG-TV's Channel 19 and HD Channel 1072. Another opportunity for public input is on Saturday, December 7th at Winchester Hall when the county's delegation to Annapolis, its annual Legislative Priorities public hearing. This meeting starts at 10 a.m. and it will be live on FCG-TV's Channel 19 and HD Channel 1072. Maryland delegates want to hear from the public about changes they would like to see at the state level. The 2025 session of the Maryland General Assembly kicks off on January 8th. County Executive Jessica Fitzwater will be on hand to explain the county's legislative package. For more information about the legislative package, just visit frederickcountymd.gov/legislative. And lastly, the Division of Parks and Recreation has several holiday-themed activities coming up that are family-friendly. These fun holiday-themed activities include S'mores with Santa, Holiday Workshop, Sensory-Friendly Visit with Santa, and many more. To find out more about these events, just visit recreator.com. Well, everyone, that concludes this episode of County Perspective. If you want to stay up to date on important news and events going on in the county, follow Frederick County on social media at FredCoGovMD. We'll see you next time with a fresh look from a county perspective. Take care, everybody.